This is a video series on Google Earth Pro. In this particular video, we introduce you to Google Earth Pro. These videos were made possible by AmericaView, Virginia View, the Virginia Cooperative Extension, Colorado Mesa University, and Virginia Tech's College of Natural Resources and Environment. Funding for this project was provided by the United States Geological Survey under grant number G14AP00002. The contents of this video and the related written tutorial are solely the responsibility of the authors and do not represent the official views of the U.S. Geological Survey. Mention of trade names or commercial products does not constitute their endorsement by the United States government. This video accompanies Chapter 3, Section 1 in a written tutorial titled Exploring Our Planet with Open Source Software. You can find the written tutorial at virginiaview.cnre.vt.edu/education or at americaview.org/exploringourplanet. Google Earth Pro is a GIS program designed for personal and educational purposes. Google Earth Pro is different from Google Earth Web in that you actually download the program to your computer. You can find this program by entering the words Google Earth or Google Earth Web Pro in your online search engine. As you can see in this screenshot, we entered the words Google Earth. Underneath the Google Earth information is a download section. Go ahead and click on download. You will receive this screen. It provides you some background information, but you can also click on the download button and Google Earth Pro will download to your computer. Once it is finished downloading, you will see this icon on your desktop. When you open Google Earth Pro, you will see this screen on your computer along with the startup tips. The startup tips provides good information with regards to uses of Google Earth or any changes that may have been accomplished to Google Earth since the last time you opened it. We're going to talk about each individual item on Google Earth screen as an introduction. So go ahead and close the window by clicking on the close in the lower right hand corner of the dialog box. When you are in Google Earth Pro, you can sign into your Google account. You sign in by clicking on the sign in button in the upper right hand corner. This might be a good option for you, especially if you're going to be using this for educational purposes or you're going to be generating maps that you want to save and you want to save those to your Google account so they're available to you on different computers. In the upper right hand corner is one of the table of contents. This table of contents is called Places. This is where you will use and create maps with your own information. We will discuss that in another video. The second table of contents is a default table of contents. We will also discuss that in another video. Google Earth Pro has multiple options. Some of those options to use Google Earth Pro can be found under this toolbar, but also you have a toolbar full of icons, and many of these icons cover the same uses as you find under the words. In the bottom middle of the Google Earth map document window is metadata. At this extent, viewing the entire Earth, it tells you where they got the various images so that you can see the aerial images on your screen. If you were to zoom in at a location, and in this instance we just zoomed into the Grand Canyon, the metadata in the bottom of this window will change because depending on what location you're looking at, the source of the aerial photos may be different. In addition, at the bottom of the window, you will see the date of the image. That's the image that is displayed in the window at the time of your viewing. This date will change depending on the region of the world, but also if you use historical imagery, which is also covered in another video. You also have in the lower right-hand corner latitude and longitude and your altitude. Now at this point it just shows eye altitude because we're zoomed so far out. In the upper right-hand corner are your navigation tools. First, you have the zooming in and out sliding bar. If you hit the plus button, you zoom in. If you hit the minus button, you zoom out. Or you can slide it and release it on the actual bar itself. Or if you hold the sliding bar and move it in an upwards direction, you will continue to zoom in until you release the button. Same thing if you're zooming out. If you hold that sliding bar and slide it down, you will continue to zoom out until you release your mouse button. The button above the zoom in and out is your pan button. You can pan east and west or north and south by clicking on the arrow and holding down your mouse button. The button above that is kind of like a pan button, but what you do is you click and hold the N for north and move it around the circle to change the view as to where true north is seen in the map document window. You can also do the same thing with the individual buttons and the carets on those buttons. You can rotate the view in the screen. If you click on the caret that the red arrow is actually pointing at, it will pan to the west. If you click on the other one on the opposite side, it will pan to the east. If you click on the north, what will happen is the Earth drops down just a little bit because it's trying to give you a better view of the North Pole. In this particular screenshot, I clicked on the N at the top and just rotated it slightly to the northeast, and as you can see in the map document window, what it did to the actual view of the Earth. You can also search for a particular location. You can search by actually typing the name of the location, or you can type in latitude and longitude. And in this case, I typed it in using decimal degrees and typing north for the northern latitudes and east for the eastern hemisphere. As you can see, that brought me to Paris, France, latitude and longitude for Paris, France. But you can also type latitude and longitude in without using north, south, east, or west. So for your southern latitudes, you would put a negative. For your western longitudes, you'd put a negative. Now what I did in this screenshot is I took the same coordinates for Paris, but instead just stuck a minus sign in front of the latitude and a minus sign in front of the longitude, so it put me somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean in the southern hemisphere. But notice also that the metadata, the source of the image, has changed. It's now showing NOAA and the U.S. Navy along with others because we're looking at an ocean body. Again, you can type in Paris, France, and I've gone ahead and typed Paris, France back in and zoomed into Paris. And as you can see, because we zoomed in, it actually changed our north orientation and put us back in the direction of true north. You can also find history in Google Earth. No, this is not historical image, but this is actually your search history. By clicking on the history word, it will tell you what recent locations you've searched in Google Earth. You can also use Google Earth to get directions. You click on the directions button and type in one location from, to location is where you want to go to, and then click on directions, and it will give you directions from two locations. Now, as you can see in this window, we did Grand Junction, Colorado to Paris, France. Not really a reasonable thing to do as far as driving directions are concerned because of the large body of water. So in this image, I changed it from Grand Junction, Colorado to Chicago, Illinois, and it provides a route between those two locations. Now this is driving directions. You can see that because the little car has got the blue line underneath of it. But you can also get other types of directions. You can get it by bus, walking, or bicycling. So yes, you can do this at a larger extent across the continent like the United States, Or you could even get directions if you were in Paris, France, and you just wanted directions from the Louvre to Notre Dame. That ends our introduction to Google Earth Pro. Please review our other videos for specific aspects in using specific tools within Google Earth Pro. If you have any questions with regards to this video or the accompanying written tutorial, please contact Dr. Tammy Parise at Colorado Mesa University or Dr. James Campbell at Virginia Tech. The email addresses are showing on the screen.